Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Avery.
Hello, fellow motivators. Today, what we're going to talk about is the misconceptions of luck, because tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day in the United States, so we might as well talk about luck. Last week, as a reminder, we talked about the difference between buying things to make us look rich versus buying things to make us feel enriched. So I wanted to remind you of keep looking at ways that you can be enriched versus rich. Okay, so let's talk about luck. First, let me give you the definition of luck. Luck means, by definition, it's success brought by chance rather than one's own actions. Okay, so it's chance versus actions. Well, to me, there are two types of luck. Okay, there is unreliable luck. Some people call it dumb luck. It's unreliable luck. And then there is reliable luck. And how can you have luck be reliable? We're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay. Unreliable luck is leaving things to chance. Reliable luck is increasing your chances. Right? That's what we're going to talk about today. This is your Tuesday takeaway, is how we can look at luck, chances, actions based off of things that we can rely on. All right. So let's take, for example, dumb luck or unreliable luck. I call it the pointless type of luck. Okay. It's pointless to invest in it. Investing in luck is not a strategy. Okay. Luck is not a strategy. And I'll share this with you. Some people see this as a lucky sign. When I was competing for the World Championship of Public Speaking, I was speaker number 8 on 8/18 at 8 a.m. out of 88 districts during the 88th anniversary of Toastmasters, which are 8 8s. So my lucky number, quote unquote, is 8. But I didn't win the World Championship because of those numbers lining up together. I won the World Championship because I trained, because I surrounded myself, because I invested in reliable luck. Okay. By the way, quick question. If you do have a lucky number, what is your lucky number? Put it in the chat. I want to see what your lucky number is. One of my favorite quotes is from E.W. Howe. And to paraphrase him in a way, he says this: people who don't trust themselves, they trust in luck. Okay, people who don't trust themselves trust in luck. I like this concept. I like this understanding of let's trust in ourselves before we trust in luck. Okay, so here's what I want to ask you for this first question. I want to ask you this: are you spending too much time with unreliable luck, or are you needing to spend more time with reliable luck? And maybe before you ask that question, let me share with you the 3 types of reliable luck. There are 3 types that I have found to be true. There is luck around action, around our environment, and around our relationships. Okay, so this is what I'm going to talk about today, is these types of luck. And people know that I love alliteration, so I made them all P's, right? So we got the pointless luck, which is dumb luck. And then we have practice, places, and people. Those are the types of luck that we want to increase. So let's take this, for example, okay? One of my favorite athletes of all time is Serena Williams, okay? Serena Williams, when we look at action luck, she wasn't just talented. She is talented because she's dedicated, which we talked about a couple of weeks ago, but she has taken the actions in order to take. She has said multiple times, I have spent countless hours on the court, multiple times, multiple days, multiple hours, and the actions that she took made her luckier in the sense of being able to have the chance to compete and be one of the, if not the greatest athlete of all time. Okay. So she didn't leave it to chance. She took the right actions, which increased her chances. Here's what I want to say. And this is one of the best lessons I learned winning the World Championship. When you train like a champion, when you think like a champion, when you eat like a champion, you become a champion. So the actions, we need to make sure that we're lining those up with champion style actions. Okay, are you thinking the right way? Are you acting the right way? Are you doing this in the way that's allowing you to produce the results that you want? Okay, one of my other quotes related to luck that I like is from Ray Kroc, founder of McDonald's, and he says, "Luck is a dividend of sweat. The more you sweat, the luckier you get." Okay, I like that one. I like that idea of, are you taking the right actions in order for you to accomplish what you want? So the question with that is, what is one action we can take this week to increase our reliable luck, to increase our chances? Okay, action. Because here's what's up. I talk to a lot of people who think about an idea. Okay, the people who act on their ideas are the ones who get luckier. Now, the second type of luck that I like to think of is environment luck. Okay, the places in which we're around. And here's why I'll say this. I'm in New York one day, and it's a Saturday, and I'm in Times Square, and I'm one of those like annoying outgoing people. Like if there's an empty chair, even if there's like 4 people sitting down, I'm going to take the chair because I'm not going to stand up and eat my pizza. So this happens. I sit down. There's like a group of 4 college kids there. I'm like, hey, can I sit here? And they're like, yeah. And we start talking. And I asked one of them, I say, oh, what? We start talking about dreams and ideas. And I go, well, what's one of your dreams? And he goes, I would love to be on SNL. I would love to be a Saturday Night Live cast member. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. What are you doing to do that? And he was like, oh, well, it could happen. And I go, where are you living? And I'm thinking he's in New York. And he goes, oh, I live in Iowa. And I go, well, how are you going to live in Iowa and want to be an SNL cast member? And he says, well, if it happens, it happens. And I'm like, wrong. That is not the way you should be talking about your dreams. Here's a very big distinction between some people who feel lucky and feel like who invest in unreliable versus reliable luck. People say it could happen. I like to say it will happen. That's a big difference how you're talking to yourself. Okay. Are you leaving it up to saying, oh, it could happen? Or are you saying it will happen? Okay. Because if you say it will happen, you ask yourself automatically, where do I need to be in order for this to happen? Who's luckier in being an SNL cast member? The person who lives in Iowa, no offense to Iowa, all my relatives come from Iowa, or the person who lives in New York City? You have a better chance of becoming an SNL cast member if you're in New York City versus Iowa. Remember, you increase your chances by changing your environment. One of my coaches used to say, when you change your environment, you change your opportunities. Okay? So one of the questions I want to ask you is, are you in the right spot to accomplish the dream you want? Are you in the right spot to accomplish the dream you want? If you want to be a pro surfer and you're living in Colorado, probably not going to be a pro surfer, okay? Right? So you want to make sure that you're lining your environment with the goal in which you want to accomplish. Okay, well, another really great quote that I love from Robert Collier, he says, and to paraphrase him, people often blame their environment when they should be blaming themselves, okay? So what can we do to get out of that environment, to get into that environment in which you want, okay? All right. Oh, by the way, this is a question that I want to ask because I love SNL. I'm a big SNL. Who is your favorite Saturday Night Live character? Put that in the chat. I want to read y'all's comments and see who's your favorite Saturday Night Live character, if you know, if you know, okay? And then here's the third one for the day, all right? Relationship luck, the people in which we're around, all right? So here's the thing, and I'm gonna use this as an example because some people see and they might say like, oh, this is so lucky, or that's lucky that you get to do what you do. And people have told me this, like, it's so cool that you get to speak. It's so lucky that you get to do this. And I'm thinking about our partnership with Bellevue University. And I think about meeting Wendy and Tracy. And if I didn't know Wendy Wiseman, she wouldn't have contacted me in this. She wouldn't have put me in touch in the first place with Amy and Liz and Emily and all these people. And what happened is, because I knew somebody who helped me understand what I wanted to accomplish, and then they connected me to those people, I got luckier by being able to help and put together this Tuesday takeaway. So here's what I want to say, and here's what I want to say with this, okay? I don't know who said this. I tried to look it up. There were like 16 different names that were associated with this. So if anybody knows who said this quote, please let me know, like who originated it. I tried to look it up for a while, but I love this concept. There's even a book about it. And the concept is, you know, we've heard a lot of the times in marketing or in business or in life, it's the question of who do you know, right? Who do you know? But the question really shouldn't be who do you know? The question should be who knows you? I love this idea, right? Who knows you? So here's, you know, some people will say, who are 3 people I need to know this week? No. Here's one of my questions for you this week. Who are 3 people that need to know you this week? How are you getting in front of them? How are you getting their names in front of? How are you putting yourself in front of those people so that they know you're about, right? Like if I'm wanting to have a TV show be launched, how am I, who's going to know me? I need to know producers. I need to be in front of people who are allowed to do that. I can't just leave it up to say it could happen. No, it will happen. I will make it happen. Okay, Bellevue University, this Tuesday takeaway, this amazing thing that we put together here would never have happened if I didn't have those relationships at the beginning that led to all these other relationships. So here's the thought for the week, okay? It's unreliable versus reliable luck. I want to invest in reliable luck. What are you doing to practice, to be in the place, and to know the people for them knowing you so you increase your chances? Do not leave it to chance. Increase your chances and you will be more successful. Okay, here is the thing that I'll leave you with on this one, right? Don't leave reliable luck to chance, and chances are you'll be luckier. Okay, with that, I want to remind you, don't live a life, live the life, and I will see you all next week. Thanks, everybody.